Trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequencies through your stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. I step up in the place and you watch them come.
Miami has a Dolphins, the greatest football team.
That make you your name. I got you all in check. Hey, you know we come to wreck the disco jam.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. The 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Throwing to start this game. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught by the open man. Still has some space inside the 35. Gets it to the 15. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Orbits take a 6-0 lead right away. Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Orbits will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. And he's taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. They're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risks and an aggressive mindset that reflects all the stakes of each and every game.
They're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback goes man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Throwing off the play fake. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face 2nd down.
And I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Miami. Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Come on.
They go play action on 1st down. Called in left side. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Second down carry for H.A. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
19, here we go. Home 70, go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he stopped right as he reaches the 10.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the pass. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
It's H.A. on the inside here. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Nothing for them on second down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
3rd down run from H.A. And this is going to end behind the line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on 4th and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. No Reichert, now to try the field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Reichert connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
All set to go now from the 35.
Tag. 18 Cardinal.
First and 10, they're going to throw. Got a screen to the running back. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. Second down.
60 back. Let's go now. Viking 18. 7 Pirates.
He's going to throw this one. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. No doubt they're taking a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Working now from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Ready? 79, Brock. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins take possession just shy of midfield, following the interception and the lengthy return. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
They're throwing it. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Throw here, 3rd down. Look at that power, deep left side. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All set to go now from the 35.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Back to work after throwing the pick. And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play's going to force 3rd and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there.
Last 2 passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Go.
defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. We're all tied up now in the first half.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. It's 10-all on the scoreboard. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Back to throw now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Here we go, here we go. Crack all 80.
To the air on 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Check, Bobcat, Cowboy 80. Let go.
Achane to the right. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, that's a run that's home on the stat sheet. If you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
For big yards on the right side. And they get this down to the 28. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. On the move, headed right. Looking right, and he finds him. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here's Achane up the middle. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when we evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third and long for him here. He rolls to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
A 36-yard attempt.
Reichert connects there. And they've taken back the lead.
Fix the score.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm. Start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go now. Ready?
Throwing now on first down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Pass him on the quick hitter. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallied to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
7 box. Gravity line. Go.
From the red zone on first. Looking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Bronco 80.
Here we go, right up the gut. He winds up a little short of that marker, but after getting 7 here, Brock, we might see them go for it on 4th down.
A gain of 7 yards.
4th down, pass coming. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. The Orbits take a 2nd quarter lead. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Orbits take a 4-point lead.
17.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's making the house call here. It's a touchdown on the pick 6.
Thrown
with the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about it? Think about the depth finder on the fishing bar. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. Complete out to the right. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
So it'll be 2nd and 2 when we get back from our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throw left side finds Birdie. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage in really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that's
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Orbits get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Start.
They'll throw to start the drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Let's go.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working on 1st down. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
70 Lions.
Throwing it again here. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and the numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That extends their lead to 14.
I know we get so enamored with a one-handed catch, an amazing throw, but I am telling you, that kick from that distance is just as impressive. The leg strength, the power, he drives it low, and he finds a way to get an enormous 3 points.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
They're going play action. Connects downfield on target to Burton. before he gets to that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Good for Dolphins.
Here we go, here we go.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Miami.
They'll throw it here on first. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A gain of 19 yards.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the red zone now. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
To the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right.
They connect on the deep shot. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.